Hi, thank you for joining me. Today's date is January 28th. We're almost done with January of 2019. This is going quickly, and it's currently at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it's a Monday. How are your Mondays? Do you have problems? Do you want to see what you can be doing instead? Pay attention. We're going to go right into this trade so that you can see what's happening. And there's quite a bit of information. Now, before you panic with seeing it at negative $12.89, keep in mind it wasn't too long ago, maybe 4 days, when we were in negative 2020. See my point? So, being a negative $12.89 is not that big of a deal. This trade is New Zealand dollar, United States dollar, otherwise known as NZDUSD. So you'll hear people talk about their pairs, their trade pairs, and you'll hear USD, NZD, or JPY, and other type of letters for a specific GPB or something like that. And there's nothing, or GBP, Great Britain pound. See, I just did it for you. The letters specifically talk about the pairs that we're trading with. And just 3 per each trade of that pair is all that we use. So NZD/USD is New Zealand dollar, United States dollar, in case you were wondering. This actual trade is a buy, and the lot size is a 0.01. Now, the reason it's a 0.01 is because I'm training. I'm showing people how they can do it with the least amount of risk. So the lower your lot size is, the less your risk is. Keep that in mind when you have a small balance, okay? So my entry price is 0.69586. Not too bad. When you look at the stop loss, it is currently at 0.62586. Going down to the 4-hour time chart, you can see that it's actually 7,000 pips or $70. Negative 7,000 because it's my stop loss. That's the most I'm willing to lose. So $70 off this trade of something that's over 2,000, what's the problem, right? The risk is low. My take profit is at 0.76586. which is also 7,000 pips or $70. And it's $70 because it's a 0.01. So you need to have the 7,000 pip to get $70 for a 0.01. That's just what math is. Now, people have asked me, where do I get my signals? Well, those are changing. I still have my 5 areas of signals. First one was Stevenson Lindor and Orrin Wright, Christopher Terry, Tracy Walker, and swipe trades. Now, Stevenson Lindor and Orrin Wright are both educators through iMarkets Live. They have the technology on iMarkets Live TV or University where you can actually see and learn firsthand from them. Christopher Terry is our CEO of iMarkets Live, who is an owner. So he is actually going to be changing that title real soon, because him and his wife, Isis De La Torre, are the top of the company. They deserve the actual titles for them, do they not? That's exactly right. Christopher Terry has over 25 years of trading experience, who has created 8 figures of an income. they don't need the extra money. They're having no problem whatsoever. And Tracy Walker is my sponsor, and she was recently named and titled the Forex Queen, the Queen of Forex. And that is an awesome situation because of her experience, the way she trains, how she reaches out to people, giving the education of the iMarkets Live to everyday people. She deserves it. And then the last area is Swipe Trades, which is an app on your smartphone. So you can change your smartphone into an ATM and have your money at your fingertips because the signals come through that and they're ideas. They give you ideas of what to do. But if you don't want to wait for a signal, come back in a little while, a couple of days, and I'll show you how you don't have to wait for a signal. Or you can check in some of my Dream Team members of Dion Sylvester, as well as Tracy Walker, as well as Keisha Parker. These people you can find on Facebook. And we all are teaching you how you don't have to wait around for a signal to get your trade going. Isn't that interesting? With that being said, let's get into this trade a little bit further. Now, with it being I normally stay in the daytime chart. And the reason for that is right here. Going down to the minute time chart, what can you see here? Do you know what's going on? This is called a naked chart, meaning there's no indicators. There's no supply and demand. There's no trend lines. There's none of that. Because of my health issues and not being able to remember from one day to the next, so I have to start all over, retraining, and it can be overwhelming. Except for this new trade possibility that I'm going to be showing you, as well as those other people I've mentioned already. So you don't have to wait for a signal. In a minute time chart, there's not much information here. You don't have a clear picture. I don't. And if you don't have your indicators, you don't have your charts marked up, you don't have the experience of trading for at least 90 days. That's not 90-day calendar days. That's 90 days. Because in the market, it's 5 days a week. So you need to have that experience before you're doing your own live account. If you don't, I suggest you do a demo so you don't lose your shirt while you're learning, so to speak. It's just a better idea. Going into the 5-minute time chart, there's a little bit. Doesn't interest me much because I can't tell you what's what. Granted, this trade's been going since June 25th of 2018, and I started with a balance of $280. Now take a look at it. How many jobs that you can have will actually do that? Do you know of any? I don't, and I haven't worked as a paralegal for 10 years. So come on, let's learn this skill, shall we? Going in the 5-minute, like I said, there's nothing here. There's a little movement, but you do not have a clear picture here. Going into the 15-minute time chart, once again, I see movement, but I can't tell you what's going to happen. And nobody really truly can, because trading is risky. It's very high risk. So we're trying to make it so it's not so high risk for you. Going into the 30-minute time chart, yeah, I can see some movement. Once again, I'd be worried about this. It's extremely high risky, and if you don't have those experiences I've been talking about, you're going to lose. Very high possibility of losing, and I don't want you to lose your money before you learn the skill. Once you learn the skill and the technique, it will pay you for life once you learn it and use it. Trading in, excuse me, trading in a 30-minute or less time chart without the ability, without the knowledge, you're just risking everything. And believe me, I've lost a couple of accounts myself. I don't want you to have to go through that. With that being said, I move on to the hour time chart. And there's more information here. Absolutely. But it only goes back to October of last year. Is that really long enough? In my comfort zone, it's definitely not long enough. So going into the 4-hour time chart, there is a whole lot more information. And it's a year, give or take a few 30 days. So it's 11 months. And I'm wondering, how do you feel about this? You can actually see what's going on to a degree. That's why I stay in the daytime chart. In the daytime chart, I can actually go back clear to May 11th of 2014. That's what, 4.5 years? Pretty good, don't you think? Now, how you trade, how you can see what a trade is going to do, is what you do is you put your cursor on where the trade is currently at negative $12.87, price 6.68299, and it falls right in where all that is. And you take it, you trade right, but you look left. So you pull it back until you come back to pretty close to the same type of trend, because a trend is your friend, that you just left, which is right about here. And once I put my cursor on it, it will pull up the numbers to see if it's actual fact. 68301. And yeah, it's right in here. So, following the trend that this trade's been doing, and it being right here, my next guess, and it's a guess, would be it's heading up. Now, it's gone through test and retest. It's gone through head and shoulders. It's gone through inverted head and shoulders. It's 3 tests, 1, 2, 3, and up. And then it went up and bounced around and then came back down, and 1, 2, 3, and went up. It's got a pattern, as you can see it. 1, 2, 3, and then up. A little, turn around, check it, retest it, go up, turn around, check it, retest. You can see it all through this trade. Now, trades will always repeat themselves. Every single time you go to consolidation, and then it, as while it's going through consolidation, it will retest and decide where it wants to go. We can't guess specifically what a trade's going to do. We can only have an idea. And if you're willing to sit and have your patience, no emotion to the trade, and consistency, you're going to succeed. With that being said, we're going to stop our screen share and see if there are any questions. Yeah, I've been talking about the blitz that I'm getting ready to do, which will talk to you about the new trade consistency statistic that we can all do and get a whole lot from our trades. It's a type of entry that is unreal. It just makes it easier. Well, thank you for joining me. And yes, there was a lot of information, but this is recorded, so you'll be welcome to go in and watch it again. If you missed anything or you want to reach out to me, by all means. I'm on Facebook at Cats Corner Skeggs. K, Cats, Corner, K, Skeggs, S-K. So, and there's a space between Cats Corner and Skeggs. It's my little corner of the world. It just makes it that much easier to remember. If you want more information, look me up on Facebook, and I'll be happy to get back to you. For now, I want you to have a fantastic remainder of your day or night, depending on where you are in the world, and I'll see everyone tomorrow. Bye for now.